Well, greetings. All right. This welcome to Fifth Dimension or something like that. After Thanksgiving, it's Black Friday, so you want to go run somebody over. A great day for that. Please have those from in the store or something, whatever. All right. We're gonna do Neutron on probably Sunday night. Release a recording of it. So we're gonna do retros recording Sunday night and release it. Neutron record it and release it on Monday night. So kind of give it a break a little bit. And we'll see where the future goes for next week. So, a couple of connections. Something I'm not gonna go into right now. I'll do a later release of. We'll go into it later. Either way, I think by next weekend I'll have stuff I'm gonna put out there. It's a one of the conspiracy theory stuff. So either way, it's next week. Try to be as cryptic as possible. For today, I was going to do a tree connection, healing of the trees, knowledge from the trees, different ways of looking at. Also, being told to, um, obviously, people are aware of third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, yada yada yada. Go up. But also, you can be still connected to fifth dimension, but also a lower version of it. You can be connected to the sixth dimension, a lower version of that, or a higher version. But some people are connected to 5, 6, or 7. Even here, but maybe connected to a lower version for various reasons, whatever it might be. It's just that, let's put, for example, like fifth dimension connect to that. And obviously, it's hard to function here at a higher level of 5D. So you connect to a lower version of it, which still makes you kind of odd here, but it's synchronizing enough where you can still exist here. Same thing with 4D, etc. It's just that. So I believe a lot of alien star seeds now that are incarnated here doesn't mean that they're at a lower frequency. They're at the frequency they need to be in, whatever it might be. Those are really connected to aliens. Obviously, just came from an alien planet and incarnated in here. Those that remember it, and usually it's the second child, but not always. I'm a first child actually, but I had to be calibrated to be more like the humans. I know, listen to that. Be more like the humans, but anyway, I mean, so I don't remember a lot of my alien stuff. Well, I do hear it in there, but I don't like I don't look at stars and want to hug an alien or something like some people are. Let's put it that way. I'm obsessed over it. I like some are. They're like every day alien this, alien that. I'm not into any of that. Not to say I'm into the third dimensional world and all of that either, but I'm not into my own universe to bring my own reality into this one because I'm not sure if the universe really knows what the hell it's doing half the time. I just had to put that out there. Does the universe really know what the hell it's doing sometimes? Sometimes, yes, sometimes, though. I guess it all its own perspective. Um, we're definitely at a, I guess I have my gripes with it back and forth. We're at the lower vibration of, well, we're going through a lot of low vibrations of the universe, obviously, here to clear out. So, yeah, we're like a wound of the universe in some ways, meaning that we feel the wounds of the universe, the pains of it, through abuse, mental abuse, whatever it might be, um, countless different manipulations from the universe itself. So as we heal it, the universe heals. I'm not sure if it heals it completely in the universe, but if we can get through those tests, it helps other beings and alien beings get through this too. So you kind of wonder, it's like, I mean, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. I believe this world, once we go into a higher frequency, this universe isn't going to be the same again. That's my feeling on it. Meaning that if you want to live in hell, go somewhere else. That's because this universe isn't going to have it anymore. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because I don't think. I mean, that's my point of view of it, at least. It's just not going to be the same. It's just not going to be the Wild West anymore. It's going to be it used to be the Wild West. Now it's who cares? I mean, there's still a lot to learn here, but it's not at the low vibration that it is at anymore. So at least that's my take on it. Others might disagree, but there's always going to be because there's a lot of trickster energies here, obviously. And if we learn about those, how they're doing what they're doing, and unlock their manipulations, other aliens learn how to do it, or if they already know how to do it, it breaks us out of the spell. And it just when we learn our lessons, the universe learns them too. Let's put it that way. So when we go into more of a higher frequency, it's just not going to be no man's land anymore, as it feels like right now. As our planet starts connecting to other worlds, we go more into space. We just connect more. We just evolve. Yes, we don't have to use technologies because we don't know what the hell we're doing. Or we're not. People aren't ready to. I mean, some people are. Some people are ready to use their own energies and open up a portal and do whatever the hell you want. That's like what a very small percent. Everybody else needs a car. So just putting that out there. Yeah, so those that, because I realize there's many that just can use their own frequency, don't even need technologies. That's a small percent. Not to well, everybody needs some kind of technology here, just the way it is. But some know that when they go to an alien form, they don't need technologies anymore. Quite understand that, and they see technology as a negative or whatever it might be, and that's part of their species, and there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, then they look at people that have technology, they look at us as like retards. Okay, there's an issue there, but either way. Yeah. So, okay, here we go. I want to do a slight update. Not that I have much to update on. For those who are new to all of this, IamTar.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. Or had channel, a Google Hangout, Zoom channel on my phone. It's all recorded. If you wish it to be recorded, this is, I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm at. I think I'm on the 17th, and some people I'm not. I'm further old. I am still in the early parts of the month for some. I'm working on it. Quit my day job eventually. Same situation here. I have other channels and heroes I do recommend. A social network, which I haven't posted on anytime soon, and a rabbit. And I do have an announcement coming up. I think your support. I do have an announcement of a Indiegogo I'm working on. It's part of a graphic novel I'm working on. So I'm gonna have to have some details of it soon. Maybe tonight. I'll put it together real quick, like a preview of it before I take the dive into it. So I might launch it next week. We'll see how things go because I need to do a numbers crunch on how this is all going to work. But it is in the works right now. It's just a campaign. No, I'm not thinking that those here are going to be contributing to it. Those are into that type of thing is one thing, but most people aren't going to be. But it's not the rabbit. It's not nuts. But those that are in the comic crowd, graphic novel crowd, it'd be more suited to them, I think. Or who knows? Either way, it's in the works. So it's money crunching and knowing, number crunching, not money crunching, number crunching. How it's all going to plan out. So we'll see. So yeah, it's not the rabbit because the rabbit I won't get anything for that. I doubt it. I don't have too much fun with that anyway. It's like anyway, it's only for a small crowd apparently. This other one's a little bit different. It's more for a massive crowd. So either way, we'll see how it goes. It's not as I'm gonna have it's more science fiction related. I have a fantasy one to do eventually, but I think this is a good one to make a breakout. So we'll see. So basically, I'm showing I'm going into more of a creative direction. I'm doing this still. I'm going to a creative. If it wasn't for all of this, I'm gonna make. I need to find spirituality and channeling. I've been channeling forever, technically. Fiction, creativity. That's got to be rejected by everybody. So even still now, but they can't last forever. So I think you can take all this stuff of channeling and put it into creativity, And that's so I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Let's put it that way. So just another side of myself that others I'm not seeing, which is good. Okay. All right, healing energies from the trees, and we'll see who else is here. Also, they had the Macy's parade. They had I was going to show it here, but it had so many ads on their site. It's like they ain't going to just crash the whole thing. The Macy's parade, McDonald's, the float had an issue. I think there's something there, something to that. I'm not sure what exactly. And there's another float. I forgot what it was. The AOA. There was something to that too. I don't think McDonald's is going to go anywhere anytime soon, but it's kind of like a sign of things to come, sort of, but not really. But yes, all this stuff's going to break down eventually. We might see it. I mean, yeah, I mean, just the corporate, at least the dark side. Like McDonald's might not go away, might become more healthier. Actually, it is in some places in Europe, figures. Of course. And maybe not America, though. We're trying, but not getting anywhere. A lot of the corruption, and obviously the United States needs to leave. And obviously, it's not doing that right now. Because it has an AI, dark AI. Obviously, underground tunnels and things like that, underground bases, whatever it might be. And it's kind of like a dark mothership is there in some regard. That's controlling America mindset, something like it. I mean, that's what the paranoia, all the manipulate, just all kind of, the televisions and all. It's all just a big brother system, basically, obviously. So, either way. All right. Chroma energy, chroma mind. All right, connect to the trees and see what they have. Oh yeah, another. Well, this is related to the trees. So I'll do a conscious connection. So I'm not familiar with the whole tree mythology. There's like certain type of tree beings out there. But there are tree beings that can turn into a human. And also humans that can turn into a tree. Obviously, your average human isn't going to believe any of that because they're programmed by your Illuminati. It's easier to be programmed by that than to connect to all this, obviously. God help the universe. Help us out, universe. Show us some love. Jeez. Is the universe driving backwards too? Sometimes you wonder. I mean, is the universe going forward or is it just hightailing it the other way? So everything's taking forever. You gotta wonder. It's like, people are willing to heal, change, and all that, and the universe sometimes delivers, I guess, sort of. You kind of wonder. I don't know. I guess I'm a little critical of them sometimes. It's like, is this the best you can do? They probably don't like to hear that, but anyway. And that was another thing. I got to connect to God more often too. I haven't been doing that recently. I'm connected more to my higher self or my intuitions. But I was told a while ago, years ago, connect more with God, and I just remembered to bring that energy in. So that's good. Shows things are on their way. You could say. All right. Either way. Okay. All right. On to tree healing energies. All right. Blessings. Greetings. We are, yes, your fathers, parents, family members. We are the blood of your planet. We hear you, see you. As yes, you asked us if you should even incarnate on this world. You ask us. Of course, we say sure, why not? Come on down. And many of you see, you look through our energies to see how the world is. Say maybe I won't do that after all. So many of you wonder how you connect to a world. Yes, you go through Agartha, you go through tree vibrations and see if this is really what you want in your experience. Now, many of you stay as tree beings and just learn there, or others of you incarnate into the human form, which is actually one of the hardest incarnations you can do, as you can see, because you remember nothing. And that's the hardest thing. It's forgetting. Us as trees remember everything. Now we can connect to a part of the collective, tree collective, as you incarnate in the tree collective and forget also. It's like, yes, a lower vibration can come in, but doesn't always. A flower usually has the highest vibration. A flower or flowers are connected to your Arcturian energies. They're connected to many other, but there's very much Arcturian vibration there. So notice they are also used for drugs, but other high vibrational potent energies. So for you to advance yourself is to truly trust your intuitions. Now is the best for all of it. A tree energy is not easy to connect. Because realize why so many don't connect to trees. Because you hear us human, and why? What do you need us for? I mean, you do, but we're like, we're not going to tell you anything. You might as well just keep going on. That's why many trees don't talk to humans, but some do. Because some of you are contracted with us to be healed by us, to get knowledge from us. But we are like surgeons, we are healers, and we are also sometimes the most terrible beings in the universe. You know, it'd be surprised. Because sometimes too much information can change your mind about a species such as yours. Meaning some trees can help the reptilians manipulate your world. Some trees can assist with removing the reptilians, with the manipulations. So trees go through what you go through by a different frame of mind. It is all in perspective. And your tree burnings is needed. It is like clearing out the school. It's like they're graduating. The new class is coming in. So Paradise, California was, yes, a place of manipulation, but also a place of great portals at this time. Your California is an unusual state of mind. It is a place of basically sending messages to the earth, your collective, that the shift is on its way. So a burning of a tree is also showing of higher dimensional shifting that is much needed. So the more fires, the better, sort of. But a fire is just cleansing. Trust me, we find our ways to regrow somehow. Your humans aren't as, your human, yes, is powerful, but not as powerful as we are. We will find a way. Such as your oceans will find a way to say, we are in charge. Don't forget that. I mean, humans, we learn from you. Yes, the reason the oceans are dirty and at a low vibration because the human collective is at a low vibration. Because the human collective is uncertain of itself. It is not facing itself. It is looking away constantly. Now, seeing yourself within is, yes, a nightmare. It is like seeing a horror show within. It can be. It can be also. To give you an example of some souls that instantly die on your world, like they're 30 years old. Some of them looked within themselves and saw what they've been avoiding forever and saw themselves. It's like, I came here, what I'm here to do. I've mastered, the issue I had with myself. And then they leave. It's that simple. Now, not everyone's like that. Some are. They come from a specific task to see something within themselves they've been avoiding forever. So those that cause a lot of negativity on your earth are, yes, teachers, and keep you on this third dimensional path. So some of you are like having a great time, high vibration, yada, yada, yada. Nothing wrong with that. But some of you can get too high when the collective is not ready for you to be too high. So then somebody comes into warrior energy field. Could be a boyfriend, could be a cat, could be a dog, wherever the hell it is. Could be somebody. Shut you down. And it's done on purpose, and many of you at a higher realm know this. Because yes, you come incarnate here, you gotta go by our rules. And our rules are this world's not ready to go into high vibration just yet. So some of you come in, oh, just high energies, and that's fine, but you have to wait. So we're going to shut you down for a while. So seeing this in a different perspective is needed. Is anybody want to hear it is another story, because many don't. They want to feel like their light is on all the time and wonder why it's not really working. The world is still the way it is. It is good to have your lights on, yes, but too bright can burn it all out. So this is why the world works the way it does. Because many here on your planet have come here with so many consequences. This either they're incarnated from other planets, or they continue incarnated here. They're here to learn specific lessons that the third dimension has to offer. And it's like when you come in with your high vibrational light, you're disturbing the class. We have to shut you down. It's that simple. It's like they're studying. Yes, they might be taking 10 years to answer one question. That might be true, but it's not for you to get in the way of that. We have to let them do what they need to do. This is why many of you it's good that you are, yes, being who you are, the alien connections, whatever it might be, the angelic, that's fine. And many realize, yes, preaching to the choir sounds great, but and was like focus on yourself, not on the world. The world will, if everybody needs your high vibration, trust me, they'll find you. But to go around, I mean, it's good to be yourself, of course, but realize when you're trying to awaken those that are not going to be awakened forever, because you can get penalized for trying to open up and keep on Jesus loves you, Jesus loves you, Jesus loves you, and just really nail it in somebody. That's not exactly how it works to awaken a planet, as much as it might seem that way. It's just the dynamics of how your world is not exactly how it might seem on the surface. There's a lot of internal energies that are not easy to be seen. And yes, this might not be the best way of going about it, but when you see the human collective here as very sensitive and need to go through the process of their life as it needs to. Yes, somebody might have a drinking problem, a drug problem, whatever it might be, or some kind of obsession, whatever it is. Trust me, the universe knows, and the guides know, and it's being handled. It might not be the best handling, but it's like if that person wants a high vibration person in their life, they would definitely call in for it when needed. If not, some are always banging on the door. It's like they're looking at us. We are light, high energies, and which is fine. It's just it's good to concentrate on yourself and build yourself, and what others attract to you, your light. And some dark ones might come to you only because you ask them to come to you to share your vibration, even if you don't really like their low vibration. So you have a lot of, you'd be surprised how insectoid this world is too. How insects are kind of attracted to certain energies, and you are operating on the same level in a lot of ways. And also humans are very pig-like in some ways, very stubborn. The birds are a little bit, some bird beings are very arrogant at higher levels. Some are teachers and still arrogant. How can you be like that? I'm a bird. I can be whatever I want. Really, what we recommend is open-mindedness, because yeah, some high vibrational beings do not want to hear how this world operates. Yes, it might be harsh in its teachings and how the schooling of it works, but when you have a more open-mindedness, it makes more sense, doesn't it, in the long run? Because if you say, "Oh, that's not true," you're not really getting the bigger picture of inner workings of your planet. Inner workings of your planet can be told to you if you just wish to listen. You might not like what you're hearing because it's not as fuzzy as you'd like it to be. But once again, the majority of your humans on this planet are in a certain type of schooling. Yes, it might be a third dimensional teachings, but it's there for a reason. And it's harsh. It's what they need. They're in a school environment. They invite the teachers and students who they need to be around. Friends, loved ones, whatever it might be. And people come in at a high vibration and say, "Oh, I can fix all your problems. I can heal you in 5 seconds." They say, "Get the hell out." Because I'm not ready for all that, because I need to learn from all these different people. I need to learn from these bad relationships. I need to learn from these parents that are kind of a pain in the ass, because it tells me about myself when I was a pain in the ass. So I can heal and forgive them. Forgiving them is forgiving myself. There's this many layers within the soul that is not clear on the outside, but this is one version of how we're bringing it to you. So some will reject it, whatever it might be, that's fine. Then there's inner warnings that's all within your chakras and your higher dimension. It's just all within you. It's just fragments of higher dimensional energies that can't. Many of you cannot learn these certain lessons at a high frequency. It's been tried, many. So coming to this world was necessary. Yes, it's a pain in the ass world. Some of the weather anomalies on their world are basically, it's kind of like school is like to keep you in the school. As many of you want the sun and go high vibration. There's nothing wrong with that, because you always need that. There's only certain degrees of everything that you need. A storm is where it needs to be. Sunlight is where it needs to be. So if a person doesn't have enough sunlight, is a teaching of inner working that they have to do, and soul adjustment, or to move to a place where there's more sunlight. There's so many different teachings, and yes, there are certain individuals that are certain places where they'd rather not be, at least location-wise, of living. But remember, many of you gave your time. It's like, okay, I'm not going to really like where I'm going to be living, but I'll do it for others. Some of it's for karma. Much of it's for karma. But it shows that you care about your collective. You might be living in a place you just absolutely despise. But a lot of that's just to give your vibration back to the human race. It's like, yes, we don't like your way. Some of you live in the middle of Sodom and Gomorrah, don't know it. But you're there for a reason. It's like, I'm not saying like Sodom and Gomorrah. People, why the hell am I here? You're there because you're nothing like that. That's why. And your vibration goes to them, is like eventually they'll come out of their hypnosis. They don't have to be part of the plague of your society, of the vices of it that cause. So you wonder what your soul family is. A lot of it's where you're actually living. Now, it doesn't mean that you're like bosom buddies to everybody, but some of them are, even if you don't know them on a physical front. Those that you kind of know, and others like, why are you near me? Those are probably not, but others are. Because you're going to get to know more of your astral self over time. Blessings. Yeah. Okay. All right. How about that? Yeah.